Dating is already a journey that's filled with twists, turns, and uncertainty. But what happens when you fall in love with someone who battles with mental illness? Today, I want to welcome you to a discussion about dating a person with mental illness. We're going to explore the challenges, the triumphs, and the lessons learned as it pertains to dating someone with mental illness. It's going to be a great time. Let's get into it. Dating someone with mental illness can be very rewarding, but also very daunting. It requires patience, compassion, and a great understanding of mental illness and their particular condition. We're going to explore all of the misconceptions as it pertains to dating someone with mental illness. We're also going to share some strategies to support your loved one and their condition, and celebrate the resilience and support love can foster. The number one being mental illness defines a person and their ability to love and their ability to be loved. What are your thoughts on this? I personally believe there are many people with or without mental illness that feel that they don't deserve to be loved, but everyone deserves to be loved, and everyone deserves to be a recipient of love, but also should be able to give love as well. It's important that we recognize that mental illness is just one aspect of a person. It doesn't diminish their value or their ability to love you. It also doesn't invalidate their emotions. They feel just like you and I. In my own personal experience, although I am a mental health provider and I am an advocate for mental health, I've had to navigate my own personal relationships while dealing with my own mental health. As a father, as a professional, as a military veteran, as a friend, I've had to balance my own mental health. It has taught me how to communicate and how to have mutual respect for the person that I'm dating. So if I would expect for someone to date me without any prejudice, I think that we could also date other people with mental conditions without prejudice or without judgment as well. Now, in order for you to date someone who suffers with any type of mental condition, you will definitely need to communicate well. Communication is key. It is going to require transparency in communicating. As we know, communication is a pivotal part of a healthy relationship, especially when you're dealing with the complexities of mental conditions. So again, communicate. And I can assure you that by communicating, it will definitely ease some of the complexities associated with mental condition and dating. Also, it's very important that each person within the relationship, that you and your partner have a safe, non-judgmental environment. It has to be an environment where you're welcoming exchanges of ideas and feelings without judgment. This will provide the opportunity to have an open dialogue about whatever is going on in each of your lives. And by creating an environment where both of you are heard or feel safe, you're also strengthening your relationship and building a bond with your partner. Just remember, communication is key, but also having that safe environment, that non-judgment environment, is extremely helpful as well. You want to make sure also that you're an active listener. Being an active listener will allow your partner to feel supported, and it'll also give you the opportunity to make sure that you're hearing what they're saying, not to respond, but hearing to support them. And if you need to respond, you can do so after they've made themselves extremely clear. This will be huge in terms of being an active, effective listener. I will also say that if you are the person in the relationship that does not have a mental condition or an exacerbated mental condition at this time, then make sure that you are providing yourself with self-care. It's important that you are taking care of yourself while being supportive of that person that suffer from a mental condition. So do things to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Also be as open as you can about how you're feeling too, to ensure that you're getting what you need from the relationship and that the relationship is not one-sided. You want to make sure that you are being supported and you feel supported. I will also tell you that if you are one person that don't know very much about mental condition and you're newly embarking upon this relationship with a person who has any type of condition, you want to make sure, not just mental, but any type of condition, that you're fully informed and you're aware. So do research, and also ask questions, because that will help you along the way. And last, I will tell you to act as a partner and not as the person's mental health provider or therapist. Many people will become a little unglued or possibly have a negative opinion about your relationship or your exchange because you're always trying to be a therapist or you're always trying to fix it. Just be an active listener and allow yourself to provide feedback when it's appropriate or when it's asked. By debunking misconceptions, fostering an open environment, and prioritizing self-care, couples can navigate the complexities of mental illness while fostering a very healthy, long-lasting, loving relationship. Thank you for joining me today on this conversation. It is definitely a much needed conversation. And remember, love knows no bounds, especially when it's rooted in empathy and understanding. Until next time, take care. And remember, you're not in this journey all alone.